He did opposition research on the First Lady, Melania Trump, and all of the Trump children. This just days after we learned that Orr and her husband Bruce, a Justice Department official, met with the author of that anti-Trump dossier in July 2016, contradicting Democratic claims that significant contacts did not occur until after the election. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge is here from Washington. What we love to get from Catherine is that context to give us some perspective.
Well, thanks, Harrison. Good afternoon. A source familiar with the closed-door testimony confirms to Fox News that Nellie Orr told House investigators that she was tasked with doing opposition research during the 2016 campaign on Melania Trump as well as the president's children. Last October on Capitol Hill, Orr confirmed that the tasking came from Fusion GPS, the same opposition research firm that was paid by the DNC and Clinton campaign for the unverified Trump dossier that was later used to secure a surveillance warrant for a Trump campaign aide. Quote, "As I recall, I did some research on all of them, but not into much depth," Orr said. Question: how about Donald Trump Jr.? Did you do more in-depth research on Donald Trump Jr. than some of the others? Or, "I'm afraid it was relatively superficial. I looked into some of his travels." Ivanka Trump? "I looked into some of her travels. The goal was to see whether they were involved in dealings and transactions with people who had any suspicious pasts." The congressional testimony also revealed a July 30th, 2016 breakfast meeting here in Washington, D.C. at the Mayflower Hotel with Nellie Orr, her husband, Justice Department official Bruce Orr, and former British spy Christopher Steele, who researched the dossier, and one of Steele's business associates. Almost immediately after, Bruce Orr went to senior FBI and Justice Department officials about Steele's dossier work. On Tucker Carlson last night, the ranking Republican on the House Intelligence Committee, who investigated the Orrs and the dossier, said he wants the next Attorney General to also investigate.
I think until there's a new AG that gets in there and starts to clean this place up, I think it's going to be tough for the American people to have confidence in what's happening.
And here's the context. The Orrs really are like the connective tissue in this whole surveillance abuse allegation, that the connective tissue between Fusion GPS, Glenn Simpson, the British spy Christopher Steele, the dossier, and then on the other hand, FBI and senior Justice Department officials. We asked Nellie Orr's attorney if he wanted to provide comment or context for our reporting, but there was no response. Harris.
Oh, that's fascinating. I wrote down that connective tissue that you just laid out. I'm going to discuss that.
It's the pivot point.
All right. Thank you so very much.